Hello and welcome to the Counselor tutorial for creating patient notes. We will begin here in the patient administration screen. Then we'll scroll to the bottom of the screen. At the very bottom, we can see the patient notes section. What you'll notice here is that the patient notes section is available on each tab. So every tab in the patient administration screen, when you scroll down, you will be able to see the patient notes section. Now, the patient notes section is primarily used for your internal notes for the patient. So this would not be typically used for a chart note where you'd have the more the official record of the encounter, or of course for your professional report. This is going to be more procedural things. For example, here, the counselor will add notes automatically to the patient notes section when counselor does things automatically on your behalf. So in this case, we had sent an email out to the patient regarding their hearing health portal, and counselor added a statement that was sent out. That way, anyone that may call back, or if the patient calls back, anyone who takes that call could simply look at the patient's profile and see that, oh, you received an email about the hearing health portal. Or if a marketing letter was sent out to a large group of patients, and a patient called in and said, hey, I received your letter, I want to schedule an appointment, you could simply glance down here at the bottom of the screen at these patient notes, and it would tell you what marketing letter was sent out. So you wouldn't have to guess, you wouldn't have to ask the patient to read the letter to you, you could just see exactly what's happened for that patient. Other examples where there'll be automated messages added would be if there is a report faxed or emailed, meaning a professional patient report, chart notes, faxed or emailed out on behalf of that patient. As I mentioned, marketing letters, also appointment confirmations that can go out via email or text are also added to this list as well. And there's a series of other instances as well. So those will happen automatically. However, you can also add notes. So you simply click on the green plus sign, and that will let you add in a note. You get to decide if there are any additional options on this list. This does come preset, but you could add in other reasons that you may have a patient note. Now, within each type, you can set up different templates. So here's an example of a template. If the patient called over the weekend when the clinic was closed, and you simply wanted to add a note that the patient called, so then you could add in whatever it is that you need to document essentially that call. Okay, and we need to okay, and I expect you're all way better typers than I am. There we go. So that way you can very quickly add the note in place, and then anybody can view it later on. Now, in the case I gave here about calling the patient back, you likely would move right into creating a task, but we're not going to go into that in this call. But the point is the note section is really wide open. You can use it for a wide range of purposes, and it lets you track what's happened to the patient outside of the typical, chart notes and official reports. So it can be used throughout the staff for a variety of reasons. As I mentioned, you can set up how those notes are set up. So for example, you can have different note types. So this would be phone call, email, etc. You can also have different templates. So that call template I brought up, you could have different templates for different types. So that way, when you go to create the note, you can do so very, very quickly and consistently. Please let us know, of course, if you have any questions about how to set this up or use the patient notes feature. We're always happy to help. So give us a call, live chat us, or email us. Please let us know how we can help you out. So thank you very much for joining us for the Counselor tutorial on creating patient notes.